Before we get this video started off, Jack Harlow is everything that Lil Dicky thinks he is. Just let that marinate. At the same time, that's not really that good, because when I think of Jack Harlow, and anyone who's ever asked me my opinion of his music generally, I say he's like a watered down version of everything else that I've already heard and enjoyed. That does not mean that he is without talent, and that does not mean that he is without thought, because I think there are a couple of tracks that he's made that come across pretty thoughtful. You know, I think there's a lot that he said that's come across really witty, really entertaining. I sometimes write off what's poppin', but it's still a good song. I don't think it's a bad single. I don't think it's bad at all. I just feel like I've heard the music that he's making and that he's made before. I've heard that style done better. That's what I'm saying. But Jack Harlow is just a swagged out individual. He's got the exaggerated swagger of a white teen. And I'm trying to see more of that. I don't think that sounds bad. Throughout this listening experience. So Jack Harlow has a new album. I think it's a first album. And I think it's titled That's What They All Say. What I've just said in the beginning of this, I don't think that's what they all say. You've got a dedicated, very loyal fan base. I'm actually impressed with how quickly he's been able to amass this audience, even though to him it's probably been years in the making. For a guy like me, I just got tuned into your music about a year ago. How should I put it? I think Jack Harlow makes music for fraternities, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. You know, we all need a good time. I like this dude's voice. I like his flow. Regardless of how I feel about the style of music that he makes, I still think he's talented. So I'm open to hearing this album right now. First track is titled Rendezvous. All right, be quiet for a second, Jack. Let's all acknowledge and respect Hit Boy. All right. 2020 has been a shit year for most of us, but Hit Boy has been on a run. Full project with Benny, bunch of tracks with Big Shawn. Didn't he do that one with Freddie Gibbs? I don't remember for sure. Whole project with Nas. He's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? He's doing too much. I knew it was gonna die. I knew it, bro. I knew it. Wait a second. Hold up. God might be on my side today. Nope. He said, fuck me. Oh, man. I mean, so, you know, Rendezvous, it's a cut where everything that I was talking about in the beginning is kind of just rehashed, you know what I mean? And how else is he supposed to come onto a track? I mean, this makes sense. You tell people, you let them know, this is who I am, this is what I did. I've always had this confidence in myself, you know what I'm saying? What else? I didn't expect anything else, and he gave pretty much what I thought he would give for the first tracks. The next track we got is Lil Baby, Face of My City. All right, man, that's a all right, man, that bass, that shit was nasty. I already know what's about to happen. As soon as I hit play again, my voice about to go. It's about to skyrocket. All right, so you saw what just happened. Don't mind the track. I just feel like this is what will happen if you put Baby Drake on the front right now. This could get way better, but that's just what I feel right now. But watch what happens as soon as Lil Baby come on. The presence that's about to occur right now, watch what's about to happen. Man, Lil Baby is the definition of never pulling out. No, I'm not retracting that statement. You can't be a Jack Harlow fan and not be a Drake fan. That's what this music is telling me right now. 21C Delta. She in med school, I want to date a nurse. I know you've been hurt, I don't make it burst. Baby, don't stop, can you keep massaging? I know that you probably think he's gonna come off like I'm hating on Jack Harlow, and I genuinely like Jack Harlow. I do. Like the music that he makes, for the most part, I don't have a problem with. Even music like this, I don't really have a problem with. It's just, I don't know. The more I keep listening to this, it's like, well, I could also listen to this from this artist that it kind of reminds me of. You know?
In the driver's seat and I was on the aux. You made this thing face, that's how I knew it was.
I know, man. I know y'all love this track, and I'm a hater for not being in love with it. It's such a Drake formula. I'm trash. I'm uncool. I'm not handsome. I don't get bitches. I never had pussy a day in my life. Y'all go to parties and functions every week, and this is what y'all listen to. I'm just the uncool person. I know. Just tell me. I know that's what you're typing in the comments. It's okay. Funny seeing you here. Please, Jack, give me something, man. Give me something. Put your stamp on it, man. All right. I need to know this is you. This is your formula.
It's been a minute now. Your friends just started listening to my music, but I've been in style. You should come and step into my world just like Narnia. I won't do no Narnia. Come on, let's find a quiet spot. How's your sister and your niece? Let me stop. Please excuse me. I know these are heavy
please
thoughts.
stop, bro. Finish the track. Yeah, man, I mean, I just don't have anything to say about it, you know? Because all of this is just legitimately, literally something I feel like I've heard before from other artists. Namely, mainly Drake. Mainly Drake. And if it ain't Drake, Big Shawn. Funny enough, the next track features Big Shawn. Way Out. I've already heard that one. Honestly, I like Way Out. I don't mind Way Out. I worked out a few times to it. It's nice. The next track is Already Best Friends featuring Chris Breezy.
Risk everything.
Is that Jack?
Make me forget what safe sex is.
It's not bad.
Right now, I'm on fire, you off hand. Tell me this ain't something that you do off. You ever give me head? Girl, I love the taste. You can run around, I love the chase.
Yo, Chris Brown still got it. I'm sorry, he does. Chris Brown feature was nice. Jack Harlow's singing, I think, is better than people will probably give him credit for. Dude sounds nice as a singer. These songs just sound so like the formula for them is just so apparent. I cannot get I can't get it out of my mind what these songs sound like. Like, it just doesn't leave a lasting impression on me, you know what I mean? I think I like the songs for what they are. It's just watered down versions of what I've already listened to though. This whole thing so far to me has been a Drake album that I've already heard, but just not as impactful. Track number 7 is Keep It Light.
Bet I be all the kids that I grew up with, they see me out and congratulate my life and say,
yeah,
that's
man.
I say thank you like 20 times.
I like this right here. This sample, that loop shit is amazing for me. I think he's riding a beat right now. And yeah, that funk, like that kind of groove, that funk, that soul in the background, it's maintaining a hold over this track. It's giving him the exact backdrop that he needs. I think this is the best track so far.
I keep it light so you can have a little shine.
Woo.
I'm the one that made Jack get better. Tone it down, I could never. Oof.
Yeah, I like that. That's my favorite Jack Harlow song, period, probably. Yeah, man, that was a dope track. Just uncomfortable being in the limelight, but still kind of going home to realize, like, I work for this, even if I'm trying to make people who haven't really worked for anything feel okay with themselves, so that they don't call me like conceited or say that I, did some dumb shit or I'm trying to take away the attention or whatever the case is. Like, I like the meaning of this track. I like what it does. I like what it says. I like the sound of it. I think it's probably his best track. I'll be honest with you. Next track we got here is Crème. What, in the Discovery Channel?
I can't hold your hand this time. Hit a couple spots where they know me. Yeah, I got a couple mommies on call that's about me.
I'm sorry, bro, but I got a couple mommies. Come on, man. What are you doing? And y'all gonna hate regardless, but Post Malone probably would have killed this track, all right? I'm just gonna throw it out there, bro.
Apologize for making you feel special. 80 proof licking inside.
I like that line.
To the brim, but you should still.
Yeah, I probably won't play that again. It's not bad. It's just super average. You know what I mean? These songs have a formula, they have a format, and he's following that to a T. If it's not Drake that I feel he's emulating, I feel like it's Post Malone in some aspects, and he's not a bad singer. But I definitely feel when he's trying to go into those upper registers, I can hear the Post Malone-esque thing. I don't know if it's like a exaggerated swagger of a white teen type thing, or if it's just like that's just the highest, that's where he knows how to take his range or something like that on a serious note. But outside of that, like these tracks are doing zero for me outside of Keep It Light. Track number 9 is Same Guy. Okay.
And when it comes to you and I, does it add up when you do the bad stuff?
I like this, but it's like, and this song doesn't remind me of Drake, so I'm not saying that right now, all right? This song, like, this is one of the first, or one of the few examples that he reminds me, or doesn't remind me of another artist, but like, and I can't even say that, because the lyricism here is like really reminding me of Big Shawn, with that, I'm too, what does he say? I'm such a kid, or I shouldn't be kidding. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, I like this track. The groove is nice. Adam Levine is probably going to go off. I think I heard his voice very briefly in the beginning. I'm not sure. His flow and the pocket that he's in right now, I think that's perfect for this track too.
Thought that I would change, but I'm the same guy. Blamed it on my youth, but I know I've had.
Gets his point across pretty early, so I don't know if we needed the last 40 seconds or so, but I like the song. Like, the song is dope to me. Like the groove. I already said everything that I really like about it. Route 66.
This is not Route 66. She step out, take like 50 flicks.
I thought he was about to say she step out and take like 50 dicks. I'm like, bro, where are y'all going?
I thought, just left out the city. It was high. I'm not trying. Had y'all's fun, but it's my time. Chain go bling. I ain't talking about hotline. Young and I got time.
Not high. I like that little refrain in the hook. I love that.
You can ask my ops. Love my thoughts from mouth like mom. Step out, take like 50
dicks. Yeah, that whole thigh, nah, like that right there. I love that. Jack Harlow with Thought. There we go. Thought boy shit. I'm with you. 12. Love is Dro, because I've already heard Tyler Herro. Why did I say it like that? Because I do what I want. Yeah, man.
Working down your thighs. Baby, I'ma push.
Why does Bryson Tiller sound like he's in a wormhole and Jack Harlow sounds like he's right next to me? What is the mix on that? I don't understand. Why does it sound like that? Static definitely gave this track like an early 2000s R&B vibe. He's the best. He's the best part of this track, man. I love it. And I've heard What's Poppin' and the remixed version of What's Poppin' with Lil Baby and Tory Lanez and Lil Wayne, I think, too. Now we're going to get to pretty much the final track, which is Baxter Avenue.
I fall in love with girls because they physically appealing. A couple weeks passed and the convo dated one girl, and I've seen two at once. I ain't upset to be in.
Get it? Because she's got more than one face.
Perfect time to hang it up. Used to sleep until noon, now I'm waking up. Shooting for the stars and our aim's dangerous. Hasn't been a single thing that the gang can't get.
So Baxter Avenue, that was Jack Harlow's The Ride, I guess. No, I'm playing. That was a decent listen from Jack Harlow. And pretty much it all comes down to me not really feeling any type of originality to these tracks or any kind of thing that I could say Jack Harlow has his stamp on that make these tracks feel like his own. Because all of them either remind me of mainstream hits that have already been recorded or album cuts from artists that we all know and love at this point. Mainly Drake, some influence from Big Sean, tracks that I feel Post Malone would completely carry, but nothing here really feels like him. Even the track that I really enjoyed, I think it's Keep It Light, which I think Jack Harlow really killed. I think he did a good job on that track. I could easily picture another artist that does the loop sample game way better. It's not to say that he doesn't have talent. It's to say that everything that he does is like average. And I don't want to say it in such a rude way because this clearly took effort. It's just to say that it doesn't seem like much time was taken in to be like, let me make sure if I'm going to use this sound, I do it in a way that's native to me. Even if this is a sound that other people have already taken and made popular, I can definitely put my stamp on it by having some brilliant writing, some really slick, amazing lines, some funny shit to say. But a lot of the stuff here borders on introspective, but doesn't really get that deep. And the stuff that isn't that deep hovers over the same subject matter, which is generally how he feels about the industry, how he feels about himself in the industry, or how he feels about girls. And that's it. Not to say none of that is interesting, but I've heard it before from every one of your favorite rappers. That's what I'm going to say. And from the artists that I've named specifically over and over and over and over again. And when I see that and hear that so often, it's just like, bro, I get it. But I've heard this story before. I've heard this song before. Now I'm just hearing you on it. And what is there to bring me back to it? outside of me being reminded of so-and-so doing it and me listening to their track instead. But the baseline of talent here, I feel, for Jack is there. He's got a good technical rapping bag. He has a good flow. He's got a great voice for rapping. He's got some really funny lines from time to time. I still think What's Poppin' is his best song. Right next to Keep It Light. I still really enjoy that one personally right now. I just heard it, but I still really like that one right now out of everything that I've heard in his catalog. But yeah, I don't really feel like this album really says anything about Jack outside of I listen to Drake a lot. The tracks where he has features, I feel like they really outperform him. Like from Static Major on the R&B cut to Chris Brown. I don't know why he tried to sing with Chris Brown of all people on a track. I don't know why you would do that and be completely forgettable by the time Chris Brown comes in. And then Lil Baby's energy is completely unmatched by Jack Harlow on a track where I think he says he runs his city in the first few lines or something like that. This is what I feel Take Care would be if you took like any amount of exaggerated black swagger out of it and threw all the white swagger on it instead. I'm really happy for the success of the song What's Poppin'. But outside of that, I think if he just maybe got more out there producers that don't already work with artists that kind of do this sound already, I think that will probably benefit him as well. And outside of that, man, like I think he's got, like I said, a baseline of talent. Just do different shit. Because I don't need extra Drake. You know what I mean? I don't need Drake Light or Drake White. You know, I don't need that type of Drake. I just need these artists to exist in their own area and for them to do their own thing and for them to have their own distinct personalities that would make me go, wow, I see why he's rapping at the same time as this guy, because they both have an interesting skill set. But that's all I got. That's how I feel about the Jack Harlow first album. I think this one is. Maybe it's the second album. I'm not sure. And I'm good. You know, I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all let me know how you felt about it in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.